Welcome to Purim 53. Oh, that's 57. 57, 53. Thank you. It is late, and at any skips are
thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here. Hey, God bless you. Hey, I want to say, I was supposed to go to Israel back, and I just want to say that, I'm always missing my plane, but it's a pleasure to be here, and I want to say a great and a miracle day to all of you. God bless you. Zig Ziglar is the greatest. He's the greatest. I mean, it's amazing what he's able to do. But I want you to know, I brought some special things I want to show you tonight. A few tricks I know you like to see, so I want to share it with you. Anyway, look. Let's see here. Any volunteers in the audience? Let's see. Oh, there's somebody right back. Okay, I think over down here. Just a second. Let's see. Okay, here's a great trick. I know you're going to love this. Okay, watch this. This is really great. I mean, okay. This is really a great trick. I think you're going to like it. Any kids in the audience? Yes. Hey, all right, very good. Hey, baby man, how are you? All right. Zig Ziglar is really good, This is really, really special. You're going to see this trick. You probably never saw this one before. It's really great, though. This is really a special trick. You got to be very quiet, Does anybody have a $100 bill? No, okay. Hey, man, all right. Very, very good trick. Now watch, this is really, really special, yeah? Now look. It requires lots of concentration. Oh, thank you so much, Judy. You're so wonderful. Letting me come and speak. I mean, it's really amazing. You know what Zig Ziglar would say? Anyway, so, okay, watch this very special trick, okay?
So low we can't see you.
Thank you so much. Okay, here, go. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay, and then the last trick, this is my finale, okay? Very simple, you see? Can you see? Everybody see, yeah? Thank you so much. Roxy, you won it. Let's give her a hand. Thank you, Roxy. Roxy, thank you. You're so nice. You're so nice, Roxy. Okay. Please, it requires lots of concentration. Thank you so much. You're wonderful. Judy, thank you. God bless you. Thank you so much. Party out of here. Very nice, Shimmy.
That's if anyone's skit does get too long this evening, we will be showing you the door. For our first skit, we have a somewhat precarious predicament. It's a Shabbos dinner table, and a very surprised guest is about to attend.
Where did you get those glasses there? Those are great.
Yeah. It's playing just like over.
Robin. Robin, I have...
Yes, Shlomo?
Robin, I have some rather dramatic news for you. Remember Milton Simon, Menachem, the fellow who lives across the street from us, the car aficionado, the proud father of 6 children. Remember when Milt Simon found the cousin of Rabbi Lapin, Rabbi Daniel Lapin who runs Torah Tradition? Rabbi Daniel Lapin, the one who moved to Seattle and abandoned me here and left me in the hot seat. Do you remember when Milt Simon found Rabbi Lapin's cousin Michael Lapin and got them together? Yes, that was nice. Well, Milt found a particular woman who he thinks is related to me. A long-lost relative, a distant cousin.
It would be wonderful if we found some more family members here in Los Angeles. I can't wait to meet her.
Come on in.
You got a problem with my people?
No. Whoopi, no, it's not that, I assure you. It's, you're Whoopi Goldberg? Yeah. Whoopi, it's not, no problem with your people. It's just that I assure you that I am Shomer Nagia.
Man, we're African Americans now. I guess you Jewish folks still call us black.
Nagia, I can promise you that black, back in Eretz Yisrael, where I spent 10 years, has an entirely different meaning there, eh? So please don't take offense. Shomer Nagia just means that I don't touch women, other than my wife. Well,
that's kind of cute. I guess that's what they tell me all the time. There's no whoopee before the hoopee.
Yeah. Okay, right. Whoopi, how are you related to me again? Can we run by this? Goldberg's your given name, eh?
Well, it's like this, Rabbi. I've always been a Goldberg. I think maybe I'm a descendant of that lost tribe of Israel, or maybe I descended from the Queen of Sheba. But Goldberg has been my name. My Jewish friends tell me I'm one of those falafels from Ethiopia.
Falafels. You mean falashes?
Yeah, falafels. Anyway, I'm even going to keep Goldberg after I get married. You're getting married? Mazel tov. Anyway, Rabbi, I've come to you with a question. A shana, as you call it. You see, my fiancé Ted hasn't gotten a divorce from his wife. Is that going to be a problem?
Ted, you're divorced. But it sounds like it's time for a get, eh?
Time to get? I just got here.
No, let's see. Well, there are two opinions. There's the altar of Slobodka, and he says one thing, and then the other opinion is by Rabbi Stephen S. Weiss. According to Rabbi Weiss, it doesn't present a problem.
Excuse me, Whoopi. You know, I specialize in counseling new colors. You calling me a colored now? I told you I'm African American, homie. Do we have to spray? What I mean is brides. Kala means bride in Hebrew. We have a beautiful set of laws called Taharas HaMishpacha.
Robin, I don't think Whoopi is ready for Taharat Mishpacha. Thank you. She's not ready to learn about that yet. I don't think so. Let's take her one step at a time, please.
I know a good sheikelmacher, although you may need a good comb out first. You're dissing my dreads? No, married Jewish women cover their hair for purposes of modesty.
Robin, I don't think Whoopi will be covering her hair. Thank you.
Man, no hugging, no hair uncovered. Are you guys sure we're the same religion? I was just wondering that myself. Anyway, back to the wedding. Rabbi, you know I love kosher food. I make hanchers all the time. The other day I had one of those chicken pot pie things. You know, them knishes? And I decided I want to have a kosher wedding. Oh, that's wonderful. But I have one question.
At R&R Wedding Design, Rossi and Robin, they can answer all of your questions.
That's great, Rabbi, but listen, wait a minute. I brought you a Shabbat present. Your very own Malcolm X yarmulke.
Whoopi, where did you get this yarmulke from?
Oh, I almost forgot to tell you. We're also related to Spike Lee. Relax, me, baby. Spike wanted me to give this to you, and he's really looking forward to having Passover with us next month. The Ganza Mashbuka.
Let's bring back Miss Valerie Patel from Fremont.
And that skit was written by Debbie Majorovic and Judy Bruin and Cheryl Cassavit. And Uncle Harry. Onward.
You'll have to keep it. Due to the financial constraints of our community, we're going to have a couple commercials, but they do pay well. So for our first commercial, please welcome Judy
Friend
Fritzkes.
of somebody, I think.
She's a friend.
Pray Away, the 30-day guaranteed speed davening course that everyone's talking about. Just 30 days in your home, car, or office, and you'll join the many satisfied Pray Away graduates saying Aleinu at warp speed. Just think, it won't matter how late you sleep in. You'll be able to catch up in no time. Davening will become so instinctive, you'll be able to keep up with the congregation while you plan your schedule for the day. Shmoneh Esrei will be a breeze, and you'll have plenty of time to schmooze with other Pray Away course graduates. Pray Away, twice the davening, half the time. Kavanah is not included.
That was Judy.
Very clever.
Selling cars here? No, I guess he could get his car. Okay, Michael Fine, please take the stage to give us another fine advertisement.
First quick to save
Hi, I've been using formula 613 for 3 weeks now, so the director of PJC asked me, Michael, this formula...
Start over. Take it to the top.
Hi, I've been using formula 613 for 3 weeks now, so the director of PJC asked me, Michael, does formula 613 really work? So I said, yeah, it really works. With just one spray of the nozzle, as you can see, with one spritz of the nozzle, you get 100% real sipsas. That's right.
Oh, you're good. You're doing good.
There we go, there we go.
Doing good.
That's it.
Show him the door.
It really works.
There's the door. No, Mark. Show him the door.
Let's see your pants.
Yes. So, call now. It's 1-800-MITZVAH, and you can get Pray Away. No. 613. Formula 613. Thank you very much.
Michael.
And now a Purim favorite, Golden Brothers, Part 1. This category is best performance by a politically incorrect person on stage or screen. The nominees are
Judith Aronson, Call Me Madam.
Debbie Majorovic in House Sitter,
Theo Klavansky, The Big Knife.
Zoe Baird in The Temp,
Aaron Alpert, Forever Plaid.
Sharon Levin ain't misbehaving.
Ephraim Shore, the importance of being earnest.
Florin Shop in Get Happy.
Robin Gnuth, the art of dining.
Gary Dalen, King of Schnorrs.
David Altshuler for Untamed Hearts.
Congratulations, David.
Well, thank you. Thank you. It isn't that I don't appreciate it, but this is completely and utterly juvenile. I mean, far be it from me. I mean, I do appreciate this very much, but hey, I'm 40 years now, and this is juvenile. Just look at us. We really have a long way to go. Rabbi, what do you think? I mean, I want to check with you on everything, you know, just to make sure everything is okay, but still, this is just completely and utterly not well thought out. I'm not quite sure why I'm part of this, but okay, fine.
Thank you, David. That was a very gracious speech. This is a real live announcement. Stephanie is reporting that people are being ticketed.
Cars outside.
Outside.
Parked right along here.
No parking after 10
And
o'clock.
you need to move your car now, so we'll wait. We'll take a 5-minute break if you need to move your car. That's real. That's not funny.
Hey, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Come up and accept your award.
Thank you so much. I mean, no, this time to eat, and you know, Zig Ziglar would say in a case like this, you know, thank you so much. My pants are falling down. I'm so happy, you know. Hey, I got one more little trick to show you. It's really neat. You all seen this rubbery glue stuff, right? It's a really neat trick. I'm gonna do a juggling routine. It's really neat. So, just watch. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Another word from yet another sponsor.
Jimmy, there's a real deck.
Are you here? Robert Levin?
Something in the refrigerator is still stuck on someone's ceiling and why I know about it. And that's what it's a pickup on.
This kid is like kind of 15. The guy with the white pants.
But by daytime, he's an investment.
But he's an investment broker.
Very well.
For thousands of years, Klal Yisrael have struggled to build their character through intensive Torah and Mercer study.
You call this slop chunk? I wouldn't serve this to a chassid. Now clean up this mess.
You had no choice. It was learn or burn. Until now, that is. Today, through the miracle of modern technology, you can become a Musar giant in your sleep. Subliminal Musar, the new audio cassette by Rabbi Goldberg. Just turn on the auto-reverse loop tape before you go to sleep and let the Musar sink in effortlessly. After a 30-day sleep trial, if you're not completely satisfied with your middos, we will refund your money, no questions asked.
Darling, this is the best Schultz I've ever eaten. I couldn't take another bite, though. Thank you so much for making it for me. Rabbi Hoffman on there.
Order now. Call 1-800-CILANTRO. That's 1-800-CILANTRO. Remember, this authentic replication of the Musar tradition is available only here at PJC from Rabbi Goldberg and is not available in stores. So call 1-800-CILANTRO. Operators are standing by.
Sweetness, may I help clean up?
And for a limited time only, when you order your subliminal Mercer tapes, you'll receive this handy-dandy Torah Scroll Rewinder free just for ordering. Call now.
That was pretty
Fortunately, Alan Cars has arrived, and we are going to call on him now. Oh, never mind. We are now going to have a musical interlude with Daniel Levin and Alan Shaw.
Tonight we're Levin and Shawpinkle. Hello, ghost of my old friend. I've come late for you again. Because on Shabbos we don't use alarms. I didn't think there would be any harm in snoozing just a few minutes more. Now I'm quite sure I've missed the sound of Shachri. I wake each day at 5 a.m. to be on time for the minyan. Do men ever get to sleep in? Waking early on Shabbos seems so grim. At least I never, well, almost never miss a car. I need Musar. I've missed the sounds of the shacharis. While the people bow and pray, in my condo I do stay. Yes, I know that it is very wrong, which is why I wrote this silly song. Will I ever be on time for Baruch Hu or Aleinu? I miss the sound of Shacharit.
Second verse.
Maybe the chorus. This shul is your shul, this shul is my shul, but it's more my shul than it is your shul. It could be your shul, much more than my shul, if you would just put twice as much. I heard the Gabbai and he was saying, he was discussing what we were paying. We need new sitters and I'll call Ginsburg next. He always gives us $50. This shul is your shul, this shul is my shul, but it's more my shul than it is your shul. It could be your shul, much more than my shul, if you would just put twice as much. Once I was new here, it was my first time. A guy said to me, hey, can you spare a dime? That was much cheaper than coming in here, cause in here it cost me double high. This show was your show, this show was my show, but it isn't our show, it isn't your show. It could be their show, much more than our show, if we would split right, that's much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Alan Card.
Step on the stage. You go up on the stage.
When I got to know Aaron Alford pretty well while he was here, and we had some very serious discussions, and one of them actually got into something most amazing. He said, and I didn't believe him, that the Scottish people are actually Jewish by descent. And one of the tribes, I think it was Shimon, had mistaken making a false turn as they crossed the Jordan and ended up in Scotland. And I didn't believe it. But then I started reading Hayadam and some various Shitas that were written in the 16th century, and it's true. And I just want to show you some of the amazing codes that have come out of Edinburgh and Technion have done a joint program. Every 74th and a half word in the Torah proves it. I want to actually, what Aaron showed me was a discussion between the Brisker Rav and the Shita Mechitza Rav, and they were, and it was interesting because they used to take trips, and they had heard about this rumor about Scotland. The way it got started was because a lot of Scottish words like Maccabee, Maccabi, and Magilnick have to do with the Chagim, and they have to do with Hanukkah, and then some of them, though, have to do with Sukkot, like, for example, Scotch. The name of Scotch is really Scotch because it raises your head to a higher level. And then the one that really proved it to them was the Loch Ness Monster, because it beautifully describes the Leviathan. The Leviathan is this giant fish that we're all going to eat when we sit in the Sukkah with the coming of the Moshiach. Is that not correct, Rabbi Lapin? Rabbi Goldberg? Okay. And it has to be, could only be the Loch Ness Monster. And the proof of this is actually written down. And so I want to show you what Aaron showed me, which is amazing. When the Brisker Rav and the Shita Mechitza Rav took this trip to Edinburgh, they used to have foot races out to the different areas. And the Brisker Rav always won because he was Brisker, of course. And, but they went into a pub, and they were greeted by this man with the yarmulke in a Scottish kilt, and this is what he said. He said, "Haman McGregor, Washdai, Ishberit, Esther," turned to his wife, "pour him scotch, Nur Dekai." And look what that is. The Brisker Rav understood immediately. He was brilliant. Haman, like Roger, Vashdai, I washed it, and Achashverosh. It's schwer, it's hard. I washed it. It's hard. It said Esther, Purim, Scotch, Mordecai, the spice of life, or flowing myrrh, myrrh deployed. We got it out. How many of you are skeptical? How many of you? Okay. They went down to the lake because they wanted to see the Leviathan, right? Okay. And they said the morning bracha, and they got to the Shema at 7:30 in the morning, Rabbi? 7:10 in the morning. They got to the Shema. They said Shema, and they see this giant face peering up over them from the lake. And what was it? What was this giant face? It was the Loch Ness Monster. So they said Shema, and look what happened. Look, the Loch Ness. Yes.
Judd McGillnick, always a creative source of talent, has an important school announcement for us.
This is a serious class announcement, which, to keep your attention, we're going to do in dramatized form. It'll run about 45 seconds.
You know, Judd, it's really amazing. It's been here once again, the second time in a row, here in the Israel Levin Center. You know, Israel Levin Center. What a great home of Yiddishkeit. I mean, a bastion of Yiddishkeit. You know, and speaking of Yiddishkeit, and just being here stirs my emotions to yearn. If I could only speak Yiddish, if I only knew a little bit of Yiddish, you know, it's useless. I'll never know Yiddish.
You're so wrong, Meyer. You can learn Yiddish easily.
I can learn Yiddish?
Meyer.
Me?
Do you know Spanish?
Yes, I know Spanish, of course. Mucho.
How do you say?
S-O-C-K-S.
How do you say the table is here?
The table is here. Aquí es una mesa.
Right, exactly. Aquí es una mesa. The cow eats without a knife. You're speaking Yiddish already.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe it. Aquí es una mesa.
How do you say $5 to wash your car, $10 to steal it?
Sie werden helfen wie ein Teuten Banken.
Exactly. That's about as useful as a leech on a dead man.
Yeah.
You're speaking Yiddish already. Every Sunday morning, 5 a.m., if you know Spanish, you can learn Yiddish class.
Wow, thanks a lot.
Okay, no problem.
This got taller all of a sudden. Or I got shorter. I'm not sure. I think we should acknowledge that we have President and Ms. Rodham Clinton here with us tonight, and both of whom are wearing their inaugural outfits. And they serve as a source of inspiration for a look at multicultural diversity as it might affect our own beloved school, yeshiva, or aliyah.
Where?
Oh, would you please identify yourselves, President and Ms.
Ms. Rodham.
They leave? No, they I do know that after our next skit, we will be taking a 10-minute break. Not 15 minutes, not 20 minutes, 10 minutes. Thank you.
Judith, are you ready for our meeting on the school's curriculum?
Why, sure, Rabbi Goldberg.
Albert.
Yes, I'm ready. Yes.
Well, it's time we discuss the curriculum changes for next year.
I have some new textbooks for our new 7th graders. I think they'll be terrific.
Rabbi Goldberg, Judah, Stephanie told me I would find you both here.
Rabbi Lapin, we ain't expecting you here till next month.
Yes, what a pleasant surprise. What brings you to the school today?
I heard you were having a meeting about next year's curriculum, and I had a few ideas to share with you. I'm really quite excited about them. Do you mind if I sit down? Although I must say I hated to leave Mercer Island just now. The daffodils are blooming early this year. The air is beautiful and crisp. I just hope we don't get another cold snap that could kill those beautiful flowers. In any event, what I have to say was just too important, that daffodils or not, I had to come and speak to you about it.
Rabbi Lapin, of course, you're welcome to join us, but I admit to be surprised at your dissertation on daffodils. Now, Judith was just about to...
If you don't mind, I have to be at the Heal the Bay meeting in a few minutes.
Did you say Heal the Bay?
Yes, I've just been appointed to their board of directors. Now, about the curriculum.
We were just planning to have the older boys begin to get involved in the works of the Ibn Ezra because they just ain't going to wait any longer.
Yes, and the girls, they're going to be able to translate Rashi's script and... One more minute, and write commentaries on Rambam in Greek.
With all due respect, Judith, don't you think that's a little bit of old hat? Remember, we're competing for students from all over town. Our school needs to be on the forefront of Jewish education. We need to innovate. We must be on the cutting edge.
How are we going to do that?
Yes, Daniel, how indeed.
I'm so glad you asked. You've heard of the Children of the Rainbow curriculum, of course.
You mean that multicultural tripe? You mean they tried that in New York? You can't be serious. They can't even get it in the New York public school system. How could you suggest polluting our precious school with this is craziness?
Judith, don't overreact, please. As a matter of fact, I'm completely serious. You know, this past year in Seattle, I've had some time to think, to reconsider some of my former positions on education. I've come to realize how important it is to keep an open mind.
I seem to recall you once saying a person that has their mind open too far, their brains might fall out.
Judith, stop being so stubborn. Since I've spent so much more time with my family lately, including 6 daughters, I've become much more sensitive to gender issues.
Sounds feminist.
As I was saying, I think we need to be much more sensitive to women's issues in the school. Do you realize that the school has 2 men's names in it? Emmanuel Streisand and Rabbi Eliyahu Lapin?
Yes.
I propose that we change the name of the school to Yeshivat Or Elisheva Emmanuel Streisand School. That way the girls won't feel left out and we won't have to order new stationery.
Yeshiva or Elisheva? Have you taken leave of your senses? What could you be thinking of? I think you've had too much free time on your hands, Daniel.
And maybe too much fresh air. Rabbi Lapin, with all due respect to you and all that you've done for this community, you can't expect us to take this outrageous stuff seriously. We finally have a reputation as one of the best laboratories in the city. How can you throw it all away on some trendy multicultural garbage?
Speaking of garbage, are the children being taught to recycle? They really should. If I can recycle, anybody can. Now, Rabbi Goldberg, perhaps in New York they just went a little too fast, but that doesn't mean the rainbow curriculum has no merit at all. We can blend Devar Torahs with diversity. Look at this book I just found. My first Kawanza book. Do you know that many African tribes celebrate a holiday just like Hanukkah called Kawanza? And it's in December. And look, they light their own Chanukiah. And look, the mother covers her hair. Which, by the way, so does Winnie Bandela do.
I only pray that Mother does not hear about these new ideas.
Well, along with the Midah of the Month program, I'd like to suggest a minority of the month program. In Tishrei, the Tibetans. In Adar, the Appalachians, and so on and so forth.
Rabbi Lapin, as Manahal of the school, which, by the way, will continue to be called Yeshiva Or Eliyahu, I must insist that you refrain from making these ridiculous ideas about our curriculum. And frankly, I think you've stuffed your anchor in the wrong harbor.
Rabbi Goldberg, I realize your words must be final. But let me tell you my last idea.
Oh, no, please spare me. I don't think I can handle this.
I found 2 new textbooks that would really bring our curriculum into the 1990s.
I prefer to keep it in the 1890s where it's been for the last 10 years. Thank you very much.
This one is Hubby Has 2 Mummies, and this is Tutty's Weekend Guest. Well, I tried. Maybe I'll have better luck to feel the bass.
Keep going. Is that okay? We don't need a break? Keep going.
Stand up.
Okay, a word from another sponsor, Denise McGillman. Where's Denise?
Yeah, she's coming.
Denise McGillman? Debbie Trump. Yeah, I don't know what that means.
That guy was...
We'll be oppressively high. And we won't. Right, get his ear.
Around like that.
Get your hair out of my face.
Okay. No, let me see it. Yes. Okay. Okay. Put it right back in here. Right. I'll let me cut it. Okay. All right, look.
Dr. Tiva Hamid, reconstructive and plastic surgeon, would like to inform you of some of the medical breakthroughs being made in the field of Shabbos cosmetic surgery. Now, with minimal pain and scarring, you can have that freshly made-up look permanently. That's right, even on Shabbos, even on the second day of Yontiv, you'll look as fresh as when you benched left. Using a new laser technology called blusher mascaroscopy, Dr. Hamid can permanently tattoo your makeup to your skin. You'll always know you will look your best. Call Dr. Hamid's office now for a free color brochure and to set up your free consultation. Blusher mascaroscopy can work for you.
Michael Mendez?
Later on, I'll be giving a special shiur on Lashon Hara, but I can't talk about it now. It is a special test we're going to do because we know that on Purim you're supposed to drink, and you're supposed to drink a lot. Is anybody there that is still sober? No. Anybody there still sober? No. Yeah. Okay. I need some. Who thinks they're still sober? Come here, Rabbi. Come over here. Rabbi, come up. This is the Purim sobriety test. Yes, this is. It's actually legitimate. Now, I want you to stand over there from 5 paces back. I want to see if you can read these numbers. You see, on one side it says, "Oh, Haman, cursed is Haman." On the other side it says, "Baruch Mordechai, blessed is Mordechai." The Gemara says that you're supposed to drink on Purim until you can't tell the difference between "Oh, Haman" and "Baruch Mordechai." There's an interesting gematria going on over here. Watch. Can you read this number?
1, that's a 200, and a 6, 200, and a 5, and a 40, and a 50.
Good! Very good. Now, can you add up those numbers?
That's 502.
502. She did it in less than 15 seconds. She's not yet drunk. Yeah, have some of this. Drink. Now, can you read the numbers on the other side?
200, and a 6, and a 20, and a 40, and a 200, and a 4, and a 20, and a 10.
Very good. Very good. Can you add up these numbers?
502.
502. An amazing thing. Haman is 502. Baruch Mordechai is 502. And you're supposed to drink until you can't tell the difference between one 502 and another 502. Mr. Kerlogan, stand up for a second. Mr. Prosecutor, tell me, what's a 502?
It's driving under the influence. 25 years ago.
This is 502.
I was hoping for the same. Oh. The mirror here. Go, darling.
Now, the moment that you've all been waiting for, the appropriate recognition for our annual competition for best and worst costumes. We'll do best first, okay? To reverse, since it's Purim, we reverse Sur Meirah v'Aseh Tov. We're gonna Aseh Tov and then Sur Meirah. Okay, nominees for best costume. The Chudnowskis, are they still here? Too bad. Blew their big chance. Ira Weiss, where's Ira? I think you should come up here, Ira. Okay, Dean Klemanskis. Everybody up here, and then you do applause meters. Okay? I can't read this. Oh no, that's Fred and Linda King.
on, Susan. Michael and Judy Lapin. Milton and Esther Simon.
Oh my God. Oh, Fred, you look so cute.
This is really a situation of serious bribery and familial pressure. And you'll pardon me, this is embarrassing. It's totally undeserved. That was Harry Medved and Paul Auger. All right, Myra, you're going to do the applause here in a minute. Let's see. And we got to bring Sal Ganoud up because I didn't recognize him. I spoke to him thinking it was somebody else. Sal Ganoud. And we got a lot here.
Too many.
Look at those Too many.
Dorothy Martin. Yo, right. Daniel King's the other one I didn't recognize. Daniel King. Where's Daniel King?
Show him.
Where's Daniel? Where's Daniel?
Okay.
Well, that is Daniel.
Okay, let's do this in order now. First, Michael and Judy Lapin. Let's hear it. Daniel King. Daniel King. You're eliminated. You're up there. Okay. Saul Ganoud. You're eliminated. You can sit down now. Michael and Judy Lapin are the current leaders. Okay. Okay. Then Levansky. Okay, the Simons. No, Esther. Okay, Fred and Linda King. Okay, Dr. Ira White. Oh, wait, and Harry Medved and Paul Auger. Okay, now wait, we're going to have a clap off. We have three serious contenders here. Okay.
Harry, you're out of here.
Okay, let's do it in reverse order. Now let's listen very carefully. All those who think that the Best Costume Award, coveted Best Costume Award, should go to Ira Weiss. Rachel and Theo Clemency. Judy and Michael Lapin. Okay, our judges after...
couple and the best individual.
No. Ira does not count as an individual. Ira, get out of here. Okay. You want to try it one more time? Okay, let's try it one more time. This is it, ladies and germs. All those in favor of Michael and Judy Lapin. Theo and Rachel Kovinsky.
Michael and Judy.
Right. We want to Okay, now, of course, the coveted Worst Costume Award, the Judd McGallick Trophy. Okay, Okay, Judd is the first nominee.
First nominee for the worst costume is Rabbi and Mrs. Daniel Lapin.
Rabbi and Mrs. Lapin. Okay. Rob Hirsch.
Rob, get down here.
Come on down. Mark Abraham. Okay. David and Sharon Altschuler.
You got Michael.
Okay. Carol and John Engelman.
Carol and John.
Carol and John on their way up here. And Robin Goldberg.
Oh.
No, Robin, you don't have to come up. Okay, so shall we do the, what about Judd? Okay, let's have this vote here. It's going to be a very close vote. Okay, turning those in favor for worst costume, our coveted fierce competition this year. Our coveted worst costume, Rabbi and Susan Lapin. He says they're a lumberjack and a spotted owl. It's not that bad. Okay. David and Sharon Altschuler. Okay. Mark Abraham. Rob Hirsch. Mark, congratulations.
I've been planning this costume for some time. And with a tremendous amount of deliberation, I decided to take my tie off for this evening. Thank you very much.
This microphone gets taller every time I come up here. Another Purim favorite is the presentation by AOJS. Welcome, please.
We're about to get a learned an important member of that is a true scientist.
I'm sure if you don't, you should know this is our Shabbos Mincha Mechitza. Needs a minor repair here. Now it's accurate. If we could get some of the original designer of this, which was Lou Fritkus, I understand, if you could come up here, and Alan Lipman, if we could get your assistance as well to sit up here. Just
just the men, I'm afraid. You can imagine that there's a women's side here too. The AOJS was asked to look at trying to improve this mechitza, believe it or not, and we came up actually with a good solution. We're going to have a beryllium mechitza, which is stronger, lightweight. It has a minor problem of having toxic dust that comes off of it, but we're working that out, and Rabbi Goldberg suggested we look into more detail about finding out exactly what we need for mechitza. And fortunately, I ran into Rabbi Chaim Mechitzi, who actually comes from Yeshiva Eitz Mechitza in Yerushalayim. And he's agreed to come here and speak to us today and give us some of the details about the halacha of the mechitza. The only problem is Rabbi Chaim only speaks, Yiddish, Hebrew. It's the language that he speaks, and but I'm here to translate for him. So if you could all give him a big hand, here's Rabbi Chaim Mechitzi.
Sehr gedank. It is a great, freiliche pleasure to be here tonight from Yerushalayim, Yeshiva Eitz Mechitzi. Ich will gewalt übergehen die Halacha from the Shabbos Minche Mechitza. Now, this material is from the Buki. The Buki is by my große ancestor, und genommen gewusst from the Buki as geschrieben. Und the Buki is the Shite Mechitza. Und gewesen gewusst als the Shite Mechitza Shlita. Und in Kuvud with my große ancestor, wir geben the name of the bedecken Mechitza, the Shita von der Shita Mechitza Shlita. Bei große Jichus ich hab.
So, he just was saying he wanted to review what is the halacha of the mechitza, and in particular his ancestor, who's known as the Shita Mechitza Shlita, and this is, if you didn't catch it, this is the Shita Mechitza Shlita Shita. But and he's going to explain to us exactly some of these halachas now.
Today. Yes. Now, only a clinic criticism. Is a große, wonderful Kehila ich gesehen, as a Shabbos Mincha, it's zurückschaffen the Mechitza is nicht correct. There in the Rebbe's Drash, not the Mincha. Mincha, what is gezogen is zurückgeschleppen the Mechitza there in the Rebbe's Drash. Aber das ist, wenn die Mechitza darf es Merzenteil und der Menschens Kopf die Mechitza ausgefallen müssen, zu kippen die Menschen weg. Und zu zweiten einzugeben zu der Rebbe Simche der verschlupfene Rab, wenn der Mechitza nicht gefallen, die eigene gefallen.
So he's just telling you he has a slight criticism. When you pull the mechitza back during the rabbi's drash at between Mincha Mariv, and that's actually a mistake because that's the time that it's most important to be there and ready to fall. Because to quote the famous Rabbi Simcha Zil, that the Shulchan Rav, that when the mechitza doesn't fall, that's when the eyelids do fall.
Now, wer bestammt die gefallen Mechitza? Der Rabbi Lapin has gesucht, als Melech Achashverosh, the Nebuchadnezzar Melech, hat gegeben a seven-tag große schickige Feast und alle Jeden hat gewesen Schickerke von der größte Schickerke Feast. Und nach dem 7. Tag, the Jeden, they going to the shul, und der Verschlupfene, und sehr krass. Mordechai hat gewesen der Rab, und gewesen sehr krass, auf die Jeden hat geschlafen durch den Drasch at der Shabbos Minke. So, hat gemacht in der Mechitza, Arroy gefallen an den Menschens Kopf, so kippen sie zu halten. Hey, wow, der ist gewesen und ist gemacht an der Kopf und die Jeden hat gehalten sich.
So he's telling us where the mechitza came from, and originally, as Rabbi Lapin told us, the original feast in Purim was 7 days, and at the end of 7 days it was Shabbos, and Mordechai was giving the drash on Shabbos, and after a whole week of drinking, that the people were all falling asleep. So Mordechai came, took the mechitza, knocked him on the cup, and knocked him on the cup, and that's what kept him awake, and that's where that's how the mechitza came to be.
Now, in jenem Tag, der Mechitza was gemacht von Gold. In diesem Tag, Yeridat Hadorot, Menschkopf, nicht gestarkt, mehr ritzig. Wir machen sie Mechitza PVC.
In those days, mechitza was made of gold, but now because of Yeridat Hadorot and people's heads are not so thick, now we have to make them out of PVC.
So now, Esther Hamalka is gewesen sehr schöne Bele. Und ihr Midah ist gewesen Sneus. Purim ein alter Minhag zu überzusetzen, die Mechitza versteht Schneus von der Kehillah.
So Esther Hamalka, the Queen Esther, she's known as, her midah was known as Sneus. And that's why there's a tradition on Purim that's the time that's most important to review the mechitza of the congregation.
Thank you. Ich hab stark lieb gefällt zu seiner Mechitze, wo ich hab gesehen, gefallen, 10-mal in Minchad Mariv, und ich freilich gefunden a halachike Mechitze.
So, and I was particularly attracted to our mechitza when he saw it fall 10 times during Mincha and Mariv, and he realized that he had finally found a halachic mechitza.
So, thank you. Now, even zu sagen von der Schichte Mechitza, der Shabbos Mechitza muss noch nicht sein stark, sollen sein lachtig zusammengestellt und Ruf zu nehmen.
To quote the Shita Mechitza, the Shabbos Mechitza must not be solid or sturdy, it must be easily assembled and disassembled.
Yeah. In sollen sein lachtig Ruf zu nehmen und je mehr Ruf gefallen, the better.
In fact, it must be collapsible, and the more it collapses, the better.
We want good.
Von der Schiete Mechitza Shlita, a Mensch, der was David, der die Mechitza aufnimmt, der so hat das Ganze nicht gedauert.
We thank you all for your praises. That's pretty good.
after hearing so much Yiddish, I think I learned the language. So I'm going to we'll do together one song from Levin. We didn't have a chance to sing tonight, so let's try it. Whoever knows the repetition, it can help me when I'm going through. Gegangen ein Mensch in wilden Wald allein, und Gehirten singen Fegelach, Reusen schön. Der Fegelach haben gesungen, li, 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 gedot ihr Tat, heichali, da gule maher, chachlili, adoi shemei ozerli, אני ביער הלכתי בקולות של ציפורים שמעתי בקולות של ציפורים וזמרים Le pegala vom gesungen, la ra ra, abir alon, enora, charli, le koekro, adoi shemli velo ira, ani bayar halachti, bekolot shel tziporim, שמעתי בקולות של ציפורים, מזמרים זמורים, מזמרים זמורים.
Not always be known for their athletic prowess, and yet we still have an event coming up right now, the Purim Olympics.
Purim Olympics?
Although I can see Durham being designated Jewish profession. Or both comfortably. You want a cookie, John? There you go. Carry everywhere, all the moments. Imagine a path that we're forbidding
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Hillary Clinton of PJC Sports, helping to bring you tonight's coverage of the 1993 Purim Olympics. What would you have me do? Stay home and bake challah? My co-anchor, Suri Jacobs, a Hasidista from Borough Park, Brooklyn. Suri will be doing our color commentary. Suri?
Hillary, I no longer go by that name. I decided to convert. My new name is Benazir Bhutto. Thank you anyway, Hillary. The Purim Olympics are held once every 18 years for luck. Ordinarily, that length of time could affect the conditioning and peak performance of most athletes, but in Purim competitions, such as a learning Torah marathon, every minute of training helps.
Benazar. The dissension level in the Olympic shtetl is unusually low. I understand the Olympic Committee tried something new this year.
That's correct, Hillary. As you know, teams from around the world have been placed with local families in homes within walking distance of each of our competition sites. Most from athletes are with their own landsman, but the Satmar and Lubavitch shoes from each country were housed separately at a hotel across town with a warning that if riots erupt, they'll be disqualified and forfeit any medals they've won. It's really worked wonders.
That's great, Suri. Let me take a moment to mention that the 1993 Purim Olympics have a new sponsor this year, Choi's Chinese Choland. We'd like to welcome Choi's to the Purim family. Now we have a few scores to report from this morning's competitions. Rabbi Avraham Chapnik of Team Los Angeles was a gold medalist in the Tzaddik and Chesed event, but the tying on to fill-in competition was canceled when congregants from Beth Chaim Chadashim, the heavy leather shul in West Hollywood, killed themselves after cutting off their circulation.
On a happier note, the athletes who entangled their tzitzis during the Greco-Roman wrestling are free at last.
Okay, we're getting the signal that the judges are ready to announce the winner of the rabbinical interpretation competition. Suri?
Thank you, Hillary. Rabbinical interpretation is one of the most beautiful competitions in the frum world, a mental gymnastics, if you will. The event is divided in two parts. Compulsory knowledge of halacha is tested first, following which each competitor conducts a musar shiur in the extremely popular freestyle portion of the event.
I understand tickets were very hard to come by.
Yes, Hillary. However, the request for donations at the door helped thin the crowd out, though.
We'll switch our coverage now to the Westwood Kahila for the judges' score. Oh, that's disappointing. I thought we were looking at the first perfect score in Purim Olympic history.
Well, I'm afraid that just as the satellite communist countries consistently gave low scores to U.S. athletes in the other Olympics, the Sephardic judges score on the low side in the Purim Olympics. In an event such as the rabbinical interpretation, the Sephardim take points away from the Rebbes for mispronouncing words.
Like umain?
No, it's pronounced amen.
Like bracha?
What was that? No, that's beracha.
Shabbos?
No, that's Shabbat.
Torah?
No, Hillary. That's Torah.
Whatever. Well, earlier this morning, the track and field events were held on Ozone Avenue, and Suri interviewed some of the winning athletes. Suri?
Hillary, I spoke with the gold and silver medalists in the fastest benching competition. Our winner, Joshua Ganuth, is 11 years old and completed benching his Shabbat Pesach meal in just under 1 minute. When asked how it felt to win a gold medal, Josh said, "Great, I'm going to Disneyland. Does that include all I can eat?"
Is there anything to which he attributed his speed?
Strice's matzah meal, the breakfast of champions.
The runner-up was only 1/100th of a second behind Josh. Did he have any comments?
Our silver medalist said, quote, "He cheated. He didn't say all the harachamans," unquote.
Thank you, Suri. We're about to switch to our roving reporter, Rob Hirsch, reporting live from Asia Torah in the Olympic shtetl with tonight's coverage of men's synchronized davening.
Well, my name is Nara, but I'm a hell of a lot prettier. As you know, Hillary, synchronized davening is performed in 10-man minion teams. Earlier this evening, the lead in the competition was taken by Team Yemen, which chose the mourners coach to daven by.
What?
Team Yemen turned in a phenomenal performance, wailing and rending their clothes in a stunning display. But if anyone can take the gold medal away from them, it will be the unified team from Borough Park, Williamsburg, Team Brooklyn. They look good tonight. Their team uniforms of black suits and black hats, over which they've thrown white taluses with just a touch of silver trim, were provided by Roth Clothiers of Williamsburg.
Team Williamsburg has chosen Shmona Esrei to daven by. We go now into the Asia Torah Sanctuary and join Team Brooklyn on their quest for the gold medal. Rob?
Thank you, Hillary. Thank you, Suri. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rob Hirsch of PJC Sports. Team Brooklyn is standing up, and they're about to begin. Here they come. There they go. 3 steps back, 3 steps forward. Nicely done. Drill piece precision. Here's the first bow to Hashem. Beautiful. You can see where years of davening together daily really pays off. Now they've begun a gentle rocking swaying motion. Perfect synchronicity. Hey, I never thought you knew that an announcer could say a word like that. A slight inclination of the head to the right. This makes the second bow much more difficult because their centers of gravity have shifted. Here's the second bow. Perfect. Team Brooklyn is looking good. They're starting to sway back and forth very quickly, very powerfully. Now they've started an intricate weaving, back and forth, back and forth. Lesser teams would get muddled at a point like this, but not Team Brooklyn. Now a powerful rise to the toes. Kadosh, kadosh, kadosh. And back to an even faster, more vigorous swing. This is a stunning display, but I wonder if they can keep it up for the entire prayer. There are some intricate bows ahead, and fatigue could play a factor later in their program. They're approaching a bow for the Modim. They're starting, and a deep bow, beautifully done. These men are moving like a single person. Here's the next bow, a fast business like Bob. They won't score many points for that one, Hillary, but they're conserving their energy regrouping for the incredible, difficult triple bow ahead of them. They're approaching it. They have good form, balance and unity of motion as they go back into it. Here it comes. A bow and 3 steps back. A bow to the left. A bow to the right. To the center. And they nailed that one. They own it year after year. Team Brooklyn is reaching the end of its program, which I understand was choreographed by the Bostoner Rebbe. This is a very simple, very elegant pose. The men have brought their feet together. They stood, just so you know, in case you missed the display. Our instant replay. They stood in place in a moment. They had 3 steps forward. They had a meditative glance down. A graceful press of the lips to the Sidurim. And they're out of it. Hillary, Suri, I think we've seen the gold medal winning performance tonight. Back to you.
Thank you, Rob. It's always a thrill to see a sports dynasty in action. And speaking of dynasty, Suri, it's never too early to look ahead to the next Purim Olympics. I understand that the famous Simon family of Team Los Angeles made a bold move this year and switched from the 5-girl basketball team to the 6-girl volleyball team.
Yes, Hillary, and Mercer Island, by the next Purim Olympics, they'll be fielding a 9-girl softball team. However, we do wish them a hearty mazel tov and hope that there's a change eventually.
Now, in tomorrow's coverage, PJC Sports will bring you the finals of Schnorring for Shabbos, Bowling for Brachas, and Lifting L'chaim.
That's an excessively difficult event, Hillary. Most people think those tiny shot glasses don't weigh much, but after a few l'chaims, it gets harder and harder to lift them.
Yes, a very, very difficult event. I understand most of the lifting l'chaim athletes began training at Purim.
Yes, Hillary. Team Los Angeles, coached by Saul Ganus, to assume the position with perfect form, is expected to take the gold. Assume the position. Whoop.
We hope to see you again tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen. So from PJ Sports, I'm Hillary Rodham Clinton.
I'm Benazir Bhutto, formerly known as SJ.
On behalf of Rob Hirsch and ourselves, wishing you an Arar Haman, a Baruch Mordechai, and a safe and sober Purim. A good night and a freilich Purim.
Take this picture. Yeah, that's him. I'm not
I mean, I gotta have something, otherwise it's not boring.
Thank you so much. That was really a treat, and that was written by Suri and Kara. Thank you very much.
Our last installment for the Golden Grotters tonight will be delivered by none other than Rabbi Stulpidger.
Thank
Thank you very much. Where? Here. Okay, in the category of Best Performance by a Man Who Wears Suspenders. Our first nominee is Harvey Abraham for Lost in Yonkers. Harvey. We also have Daniel King for Bad Lieutenant. Mace Wilson and his kiddish herring for Passion Fish. Alan Levin for Loaded Weapon 1. And the winner is Michael Mann for Mr. Saturday Night.
Rabbi, we love you, Rabbi. We love you. Anybody seen Mary? Anybody seen Mary? Mary? Mary, where are you, Mary? We love you, Rabbi.
Thank you. Let me finish.
I'm going to find Mary. Excuse me.
Thank you, Michael Mann. That's it, Michael Mann. The best performance by an ensemble or a concert, or anything else like this.
Oh boy.
Esther, Simon, and Family for The Crying Game. All those exciting and excitable PJC bachelors who wait by the shul door for Scent of a Woman. The yeshiva early owed 6th grade boys for Damage. Harry, Michael, Menachem, and Tuvia Green, A Few Good Men. It pays off, I tell you. The Engelman Twins, Under Siege. The Frederick Street Shortcut, A River Runs Through It. The Malach HaMavis for Terminator 2, Judgment Day. All savings and loan companies, Unforgiven. Rabbi Goldberg, Sunday Night Cheer for the men, Prelude to a Kiss. And of course, following on that, the PJC Mikvah for Far and Away. And the winner is Michael Medved and Jim Schrader for Matinee. Here are Michael Medved and Jim Schrader, accepting for Michael Medved and Jim Schrader. Thank you.
Thank you, Rabbi. Jim, you know, I just heard on KBC radio, it was the most astonishing thing. It was very peculiar. It was there were 4 hours of anti-Semitic remarks by this talk show host. His name Bill Handel. No relation to the composer, but it was astonishing. It was unbelievably outrageous. He's what? He's here? And it's Handel? Oh, Bill Handel? Bill Handel, he's here. Bill! Great to see you. It was outrageously good. Brilliant. Where'd you find all those people? Where did you find them? It was astonishing. It's amazing. Excuse me. Wait. One conversation at a time. Meyer, please, one unified conversation at a time. This room. Do you have something to say? You're on, Meyer. You're on. What do you have to say?
I was asking Claudia where the bathroom is.
Bathroom's over here, Meyer. Okay, good. Please, unified.
I can't think of a theme for our Shabbos meal.
Diane, I can't believe it. Diane, the shul is about to be taken away by the bank. The store is about to close. The tuition at the school is going astronomically high. And you're asking me what the theme meal this week should be? I can't believe that.
I know. I'll just serve Kool-Aid.
Okay, I think Jonestown is on the way. Waco, Texas would have been more lunch. But Diane, you know what, while you're here, Diane, would you please bring on the Sarah? Please bring the Sarah on for some president identifications. Sarah, Baba wants to know, who is the 42nd president of the United States? I know you know it. You know it, Sarah. I know you know it. You can do it, Sarah.
Well, you went to school with him, Daddy. Bill Clinton?
That's right. I went to Yale with Bill Clinton. Please, stand up. Mr. Clinton. Over there. Thank you very much. My friend, film critic Jim Schrader. Jim, you want to speak about your book?
I agree with everything you said.
Thank you. Thank you.
had to promise him parole to get this guy here today. Thank you very much. Dove, you're playing for your freedom. I wanted to dedicate some of these songs to my fellow landsmen, the attorneys, and some other people as well. So, if he doesn't start getting ready soon, he's going back in the pen. It's another 5 years if you don't work out. We'll see how it comes out. I could tell a joke while we're waiting here.
No.
We all want justice, but you got to have the money to buy it. You gotta be a fool to close your eyes and deny it. There's a lot of poor people who are walking the streets of my town, too blind to see that justice is there to put them right down. All through life, from beginning to end, you pay your monthly installments. Next to health is wealth, and only wealth will buy you justice. There'll always be the fool who insists on taking his chances, and that is the man who believes in true love romances. He will trust and rely on the goodness of human nature. That is a man who, the judge will tell you, he's a pathetic creature. All through life, from beginning to end, you pay your monthly installments. Next to health is wealth, and only wealth will buy you justice. Money, justice, money buys you justice, money. I'm gonna give you one more chance. What's that from, Mel? I was really inspired by Thursday night's meeting. And because it made me so optimistic about the future. And because I'm such an optimistic person, as David Altshuler will tell you, I wanted to sing this song. Everyone is going through changes. No one knows what's going on. Everybody changes places, but the world still carries on. Love must always change to sorrow, and everyone must play the game. It's here today and gone tomorrow, but the world goes on the same. Take it away. Take it all.
Oh, God. I can disappear. Thank you so much. on. I'm going to do a disappearing act for you now. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Let's give a hand. Thank you so much. Well, the song is chasing song. Everyone must play the game. Awesome. Good luck, guys. Do it.
Yeah.
No.
Mills, I think you're,
Wait a minute. There's one person here who wants to finish the song. Okay? I'm not going to take the fight for it. Wants to finish the song.
I cannot agree with the chorus, I'm sorry.
I'll tell you what. Let's take a vote. Let's take a vote. What is here wanting to finish the song? How many people here want Jimmy to disappear him? Bill, like Napoleon, your history. Hasta la vista, baby.
Perhaps with a big enough contribution you could get that. Okay. Michael Mann, PBA President Clinton, with a message for us.
Very tough to follow, the judge, but we'll try. Ladies and gentlemen, Instagrip Technology Corporation is proud to offer hassle-free tefillin. The pre-wrapped tefillin that are revolutionizing the way America does mitzvahs. We have all those embarrassing moments. 1 minute you're displaying a Torah scroll, and the next, your tefillin are dangling around your wrist like bracelets. No more, ladies and gentlemen. Hassle-free tefillin with their pre-wrapped hardened leather take the work and insecurity out of wearing tefillin. Just slide your arm into the pre-wrapped leather straps, and you're ready to face the shul with confidence. So, raise your arm if you're sure. Hassle-free tefillin. Look for them at your retailer near you. Rabbeinu Tam. Overlay sold separately.
Milton, come back. I don't like it. Everybody's supposed to be drunk by now.
Thank you very much. We're almost at the close of our show, but what would Purim be without another shiur? So let's give a big hand to Rabbi Stool Pigeon.
Okay. Tonight we're going to continue in a series of shiurim and classes on the laws of Lashon Hara and the philosophy. And I've been getting many questions from people based on this series of lectures so far already. Some of them, I'll tell you one right now. Here's one I got. There, Rabbi Stool Pigeon. My wife comes home after Tuesday night class with Rabbi Goldberg,
And she starts telling me about what people are wearing. Am I allowed to listen to this? That's a legitimate question. It's a legitimate question. I looked it up. And actually, I looked it up, and then I had to get some more details. I mean, because sometimes you have to ask more details if you want to ask a Shiloh. You want to answer a Shiloh. I mean, sometimes you have to understand. You have to ask a question in order to get an answer, okay? All right? Sometimes you have to do that. But it's difficult sometimes because sometimes, you know, it's going to be Lashon Hara. So what you want to do is you have to... So I said, get me maybe more details, like who is she talking about? So I can know if I can answer this or not. So it comes back to the answer that it was really... She was saying that it was Rabbi Goldberg was wearing a new tie. And she was commenting on that. So is that something that she can tell me? No. I looked it up. But I can't talk about it. Do you have a question here? Okay, we have a question right over here. I'll take questions from the floor also, for those who are drunk.
Rabbi, I understand that it's okay in certain situations to speak Lashon Hara if you first say the word preceding it. I don't really mean to speak Lashon Hara, but is that correct?
Yeah. That's a very common approach, and it's a misconception among people. Okay, really what you should say is, I mean to speak Lashon Hara, so. Okay? That's the proper approach. Any more questions? Any more questions? No. Okay. You know, what I'm going to do tonight, since it's Purim, it's coming to the end of the Suda, there's the end of this meal and party, I'm going to give you one quick lesson. It's going to be easy to remember and understand, because I found many people, when they go through the whole Sefer, the Chafetz Chaim, it's difficult to follow it all. So we're going to make up a little bit of a number over here, so you can say, yeah, it's a little number, so you can understand it and do it, okay? So I'm going to teach you how to recognize Lashon Hara, how you can pick it up from a person's body motions and body English, you know, you can kind of tell when a person's about to speak Lashon Hara, so you know to guard yourself. And before he even opens up his mouth, okay? So allow me to illustrate how you recognize that it's coming so that you can take appropriate action, okay? You open up your lips and you protrude your tongue. You talk about some jerk and you bring him down a rung. You spread some Lashon Hara like some feathers in the wind. You can't retrieve your sins.
That's sort of like, you put your right ear in, you put your right ear out. You listen closely to your friend when his foot is in his mouth. You absorb some Lashon Hara and you spread it all around. That's how the word gets out. Hey!
Okay, let's keep going.
You put your worst thoughts down, you put your best friends down, you put yourself above everybody else in town. You do the Lashon Hara and you spread it all around. Watch how the word gets out.
So you're saying, if you have nothing nice to say, so you get together for brunch, you slander all your friends who you plan to see for lunch. You do the Lashon Hara and you sling the mud around. That's what it's all about.
Hey! I think we're getting it, right? You're ready for dinner now. You have slandered everyone. You double check your list and you've only just begun. You do the Lashon Hara and you bring some people down. That's how you rub them out.
I think they're getting it now. Ready now? Everybody, you're staying at home now, and you're feeling kind of blue. No messages on your machine, no one dares to speak to you. You've done the Lashon Hara, and you've blown their trust in you. Soon you'll be moving out. Hey, everybody now! In, and you put your right mouth out. You put your big mouth in, and you shake it all around. You do the Lashon Hara, and you turn yourself around. Hey! You put your right ear in, you put your right ear out. You let your coffee fill your hands, and you lean it in his mouth. You cover the Lashon Hara and you spread it all around. That's what it's all about.
Hey!
So remember, this, I understand. Where's the Judy and Cheryl? Do you want to come up here? No?
No, I want to come up here and give a corrective, because now we've been speaking Lashon Hara, let's speak some Lashon Tov. Not quite Lashon HaKodesh, but we have a great debt. I personally have a great debt because I got some work done this month. To Judy Gruen and Cheryl Kantovich. Yeah! Hey! Let's hear it for them. Come on up. Plus, Stephanie Balin. Plus, Stephanie, who else? Roxanne Azarath. Hey! And Robert.
He qualified from his own name. Okay. Okay, show of hands. How many people washed? Good. Under the arms and everywhere? Okay. I'm sorry, that's Lashon Hara. Ventures.
Right here.
They're on the table. Ventures.
Where?
Pass out the ventures.
Go for it. Fire. Oh, gross.
This one doesn't count.
You caught these places.
Come on, Fire.
You guys know what my heart
Drink it off.
You gotta get it off. Give it up.
It's the doctor in the house.
Brian. Thank you.
Gary, that's when we remember should we lift that car up on the ceiling?
Give me till next year, Meyer. I think I got it. Don't let go, Meyer.
Let's see magic tricks?
Yeah, let's do that.
Keep on going. All right.
Yeah.
Need a penny?
Yeah.
Keep on going. Sure. Penny, right?
Whoa! Oh no, he's still in that. One turn around. Oh. תגידי מילה. אני זה מאוד עצוב בזמן. אפילו את שרה שכחתי שאחרתי לה שלי אותה, כבר חל. Hi, Dave.
I never see you.